not to talk of having tried several. So there are different teaching styles. Until that person tells me that you've been able to teach, to use up to 10 of it, then I will not say, okay, you have tried all. So, to answer that question, you have not tried everything there is to try. Yes, you have done one or two, but there are still more and different other things that you can do to help that child to learn. Again, I will say, when you are able to meet the needs of that child emotionally, that child will open up. And another question I want to ask, is that child of age for that thing you want that child to do? Because if that child is not of age, like what many schools are doing today, making a 3-year-old in nursery 1 to write 1 to 500, there is no way a child can write that. And is not in a state to learn, that child will not learn. So these are the things we must consider. All right. Then someone asked that when I talked about my battery that was stolen. Yes, you may not have money to do it as at that time. Complaining about it, does it solve the problem? Crying about it, does it solve the problem? One of the things I have always told myself, for every problem, there is something to do. And complaining and whining is definitely not one of it. There will always be a way out. If you can think, a great man of God said, if you can think, then you will come up with something. All right. Then another thing that... Please, I need that young man to come and ask the question again. He said, how does a class teacher manage the assignment of managing learners' experience? I need formal and informal. I think he needs to come and really answer and, talk about it. Then he also talked about physical touch. He talks about physical touch. Please ask the question again so that let me see if I can get you. All right. Break it down to our understanding.
Okay, ma'am. Why do we take your session?
Yes.
Talked about learners who come to classes with, let's say, made experience and very funny experience.
Yes.
So my question is, how can a teacher now who is trying to reach a hand of head create balance and not go past the extreme too much, go over the extreme?
Okay. All right. Now, depends on, number one, the sex of the child. Now, you are a male, and maybe a female child is going through such thing. Now, what the best thing I think you can do, this is my opinion, is to look for a female. Probably the school head, who is a female. That is, when I say the school head, maybe proprietor or whatever, who is a female. Or any other female who is matured enough in that school environment to, manage the situation. Otherwise, then you have to go outside the school environment. Let me give you a very clear an example. A colleague of mine called me terms ago, they noticed something in their school similar. This one, it was the father of the child that was abusing the girl. Now, this woman, this my friend, a colleague, didn't know what to do. She called me and I gave her a suggestion or two, because since it was the father, there was no way you could go to the father. So they had to call the mother, who was not in the house with them, and the matter was taken to the police, to the hospital, and subsequently to the police station. So you may not be able to do anything, especially since you are opposite sex, but look for same sex that can help, and hand over the matter, because that child cannot learn. So even though you want to put the curriculum in the child of the head, the child cannot learn. So until that aspect is sorted out, before learning can actually take place. So
okay, ma, thank you so much for that, ma.
Okay.
Then the second question is on physical touch.
Okay.
I had a conversation with a friend on this, so, and I was actually working on it. Is there any direct relationship between physical touch and learning for little ones, for toddlers now, and early basic, like basic 1, basic 2? Does it aid them to learn?
Yes, perfectly. It does. It does. So, especially for the younger ones, like you just noted, you bring them close to you, especially those ones that are finding it difficult to, learn, or they need, because physical touch is a way of showing love, is a love language. So for those that, they are not doing well, and you bring them around, you say, come, you are my friend, you are hugging them. Just by the side like this. Who will I use now? I can use you now. So you are saying, oh, my friend. For example, you are a small child now. Oh, my friend. Would you like to be my friend? Okay. Oh, you're right. Okay. Oh, yeah, take the pencil, right. Is there anything bad with that? Oh, my friend, come and write. You touch the person's cheek. Or high five. I think all those, we can do all those. But don't give suggestive touches, whether it's same sex or opposite sex. There are suggestive touches. So if I'm touching and my hand is leaving this place, or I'm kind of doing something, it's suggestive. So please, that is not what we encourage. So it should be, their children, so it should be innocently done. But when you see that the children are a bit grown, don't try it. Don't try it. So like when I'm talking to my children on assembly ground, I do touch, but from where I'm standing. Hello everyone, I miss you. All right, everybody give me a hug. Oh yeah. Hug me where you are sitting down now. All of us will do like this. You are touching by extension from where you are sitting down. Oh, so I think that is what I think.
So much, but then the last one is on instructional materials.
Okay, I think Uncle will answer that. Thank you very much.
All right, let me be very, very fast about it, since I just pick the questions and give the answers to it. The question that was not answered both ways, or on both teachings. It said, is it possible for school owners to psychologically abuse teachers? The answer is what? Yes. So I'm just going to be straight on that. So moving forward, some school takes interns. I don't get what he means by that. At the mid of the month, I don't understand what you are saying. Salary at the middle of the month. Yeah. Wow. Please, where is that school? Maybe I will come and be receiving salary at middle of the month. Okay, oh, I get it. So, all right. Ha. No, it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Proprietors and school owners, please, it's not right. Now, I've heard and I've seen when proprietors try to defend their reasons, but you see, whatever reason you have, either by past experiences or thereabout, Please, it's not right. See, it's not good for the laborer's sweat to dry before paying. So, in as much as possible, you may have experiences. What is worth doing is worth doing well. The right thing is the right thing. Please, it's wise you pay on time. You encourage your teachers with that, and you motivate them to teach and want to work. So please, that's now I get the question, and the answer is please, it's not correct. All right, moving on. He said, what is the dress code? All right, see, you know a formal dressing. When we dress decent, we know we dress decent. So we are not saying you must wear a costly regalia. We are not saying you must break the bank just to look good. What we are saying is be modest in your dressing, be decent in your dressing. Your dress sense be modest. And please, no matter your take home, please, another thing I've come to see is this: no matter your take home, see, there's a way you look. There's a way you look that is well presentable. There are some teachers, I'm also attacking teachers because some people want to use the fact that I'm not well paid, so you don't expect me to. But there's a way you look. You're simple. Go to Okrika. You will pick nice clothes and you will look good. So please, if you don't dress well, it's as a result of your own self. That's the actual truth, not just your take home. But you see, there is no particular order that you must put. You must put a suit and a tie and a no. But you should dress decent and modest. Okay, matters about flogging. See, ideally, it's African mentality that we think we must use cane to whip and whip a child. There are many ways to inculcate discipline without flogging. Let flogging be reduced to the barest minimum. Do you get it? Let it be reduced to the barest minimum. See, if as a teacher, the best way you can correct is through flogging, then I think you are wrong. No, before it will get to that point, and in fact, that's why I talk about system. You see what we do as in certain schools, the method they adopt. If a child commit an offense so grievous that beyond you to handle as a teacher, you take him, send him to either the proprietor, the disciplinarian. There must be somebody who is handle discipline. That child is sent to that person. That person handle discipline. You know why it's not advisable for teachers to flog? You may be very emotionally, at that point you are angry, and at that anger you want to use on that child, you may end up injuring the child, giving him more double offense than what he has committed. So that's why the best system for a school, and I will say it again, is to have somebody who is the discipline master or thereabout. Whenever a child does wrong or commit an offense, and you know you have tried to correct or cannot correct that child, refer that child to the discipline master. Discipline master will be the person to know what and best how to handle that situation, so that you don't overdo it. Can we just move on? All right, I said lesson plan and lesson note difference. I'm sure by now. All right, let me shout out and see a lesson plan don't have the notes. Like I said, time will fail me. I have it here. I wanted us to go through a lesson plan together. Because of my time, I have to short it. A lesson plan carries, let me just read from preambles, the headings. A lesson plan, the lesson information, talking about the object, the subject, the topic, class, duration, date. Then we talk about the lesson objective. Yes, so I'll merge it together with the other question. Now, by the lesson objective, somebody asks what number of objective should it be? See, your objective should not be much. Remember I said the essence of having a lesson plan is to give you a focus. So when you now have plenty objective, too many objective, I think you are going to derail. At least if you have 3 objective, it's not bad. There is no law that says it must be 5 objective. Do you get it? But eventually your school have a system that says it must be this number of objective. I don't think it's right. The thing is this: objective should be clear. Remember, in fact, the right logic to use is SMART. You know what SMART means? SMART. Simple, measurable. What's the A stand for? A stand for what? Then T. Time bound. See, you should have that will give you a sense to know how to derive your objective. So it should be a simple. You want simple, let it be simple, measurable. You don't just write. The child must learn how to read and write, or the child must learn how to read the alphabet. Alphabet word to word is measurable. Do you get it? So that is how it should be. So it's not about the number. All right. Again, he said, what is the required? What is the requirement not to be objective? Okay, requirement about objective. I've said that. Sorry. Who provide instructional material? I think it's both parties. Instructional material provided by both parties, be the teacher or the school management. Now, there are instructional material that you as a teacher can get. You try to get it. See, and also, please, you see, the reason some teachers will give you an excuse that they didn't provide instructional materials for me, and so that therefore I didn't have instructional material to use. I keep saying that if you are an intentional teacher, you will definitely find a material to use. You can improvise by saying the teacher itself is number one, resources. You yourself say it's resources. You can improvise. There are simple and cheap materials that can be used to pass your lessons. So they are the ones that you cannot get. I know that certain things we cannot get. You write to the school to get it. And that's why you see that you do your syllabus writing before the commencement of the term. When you are writing your scheme of work before the commencement of the term, I don't know how you do yours. You will realize that as you write it, when you come, there's this topic, there's this item that I will need. You can now jot it down and present it to the school at the beginning of the term. Sometimes teachers' errors are you wait till a day to your lesson or that week and you say, "Ma, sir, I need this, I need that." Why you are bringing it? Because you don't want them to provide. You know they will not provide. So they will not provide. So you want to put it on them that they are the reason why you didn't teach effectively. So when you write your scheme, you should be able to know what you need and you can table it before them. They will try and see what they can do before that lesson, for the week of that lesson, to provide it. I think with that's okay. Please, may I also beg your indulgence to, I may want to take my leave now. I have another meeting engagement in Asaba. So I'm sorry I may not stay to the end of the lessons. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Soft copies of what he has there will be sent to the group. So, good news. You know, her name is Goodness. Okay, I thought it's good news. Anyway, good news. Goodness has good news for us. That is the convener of this program. You know, I said we are on YouTube. So I told her that, sure you know, that teachers, like he said, so I've not seen a lot on the first. So how do you want some people to sub to get to YouTube? So she has told us that before we leave here, just put your ears to the ground. Put your phones on alert. I did not say you should download because God knows if the delivery reach 30 minutes, I will download one Nigerian film. So the Wi-Fi will be on, and then you will go to that group. You will go to YouTube, subscribe, press your notification button. That's the only thing we can do for her. This program is free. So just help her. She's even giving you the data now. So let me be using my eye to count. Goodness, you don't get crowd though. Let me say today, if I say you get 1,000 subscribers. Amen. So when the time is right, we'll tell you. The Wi-Fi will put on. We will tell you the password. Then you connect. You should not quick offer. Feel free to download at least one Nigerian film. That's what I told her. She said she wanted to leave it on to the end. I said, let me say you, except unlimited. Anyways, let's go. Teaching. Are you a teacher or a cheater? just the child, but the whole system. I was talking to somebody and she said she cannot resume this term. Why? The money wey they take for lateness too much. That she said she's not planning to come early because in that school they will pay the lateness deduction is done at the end of the term. So by the time they calculated all our deduction, all our lateness for one term, somebody is late for 42 times. So why are you late? She said the money is too much. So I thought she was going to say she will try so that she will come early. She said she won't go another school where their deduction will reduce, where lateness will be 100 naira, so that every she late every day for the term, not past 7,000 they could take. I say, so you are planning to cheat. You're already planning that you will cheat. And this kind of person, they're not born if he gets school for one person to late. If he reach his turn, these ones that are coming late now, when they now have their own schools, Willie, you cannot even think of coming late in your dreams. If you come late in the dream, she will deduct money. That one is for the system. The children, we cheat them. Sometimes you skip some topics because you don't know it. Are you not cheating the child? They are telling me the hotspot name now. I said they should write it down. It's very easy. Tetsa. All right. Hotspot. Start. Tetsa. Because the next section we are going to scatter. So I want everybody to. I want us to start seeing our subscription now. Tetsa. T-E-T-S-A. Yeah, it's capital they wrote here. Is it capital? Cool. Capital all through. Capital all through. I found my own too. But I don't subscribe already. T-E-T. That's. Just connect. Yeah, just connect. So just connect. No password. No password. T-E-T-S-A. That's the username. Is that the username? The hotspot name. Yeah. The hotspot name is Tetsa. She did not put password. Oh yeah. Enter. You there now? You. How many people have connected? If you have your phone, raise it up. Let me see so that she will not be wasting her. Oh yeah now. Some of us don't know how to do the thing, no. Not me too. Don't worry, that topic will come. Connect. Some must have entered the crowd, maybe ask them. I remember when my husband was teaching me to drive. When he was teaching me to drive, I don't know what I did, and I said, return. Wait till be return. Then I said, how you did miss it? Did you anyhow? I said, what is doing here? Return my English or something. Wait till the return, I'll take something from your hand. Instead of telling me, turn your hand to the left, I was going right. Maybe you go say, turn your hand to the right. You say, return. I said, I know what you they talk. So that's how the teaching is. So some of us will not use the correct word. Then we say the children don't understand. Oh, yeah, raise your hand if you don't understand hotspot. So everybody don't understand hotspot, don't be ashamed. You say, I don't even know where hotspot today. If you swipe your phone down like this, you see something that has lines. Some people are lucky to have Wi-Fi there. Abi? Now that one they go touch. When you touch that one, at least I see try for that one. You can't see many ones. Take the Tetsa. Okay. You will see Tetsa connect. She is going to be on for about 30 minutes. Maybe 1 hour, sir. Feel free. All right. We are going to the next section, and they say it's not connecting the people who gather for there. Jesus. We are going to the next section. Jam your hands together. Jam your hands together. Are you sure we have hands to jam? Okay, stamp your feet. Stamp your feet. No, stamp your feet. Be stamping your feet as I'm using your hands to subscribe. All right, jam your hands together as we welcome our third speaker for today, Mrs. Blessing Onoriopa. Thank you.
Teachers are great. In short, when I entered the hall this morning, I actually came down from Lagos this morning. I came because I told the convener I don't want to do it online. She told me to have a recording of my training, but I had to tell her I don't want to do it online because there's a word in Yoruba that says Oju Lorowa. Am I correct? When you see the person face to face, I do a lot of online trainings, but I prefer the one I see you. When I see you, I know whether you are following or not. And so I took the risk. It was a very high risk. In short, at a point, I didn't tell my husband I was traveling that late. I actually left Lagos by 10 p.m. yesterday. It was a great risk. I had to take the risk because of the teachers' conference. Good afternoon, everybody. Mrs. Blessing Onoriopa. I've been a teacher for over 3 decades. And I have never regretted being a teacher. I had a video call with my children 2 nights ago. And my first son said, if it's possible to come to this world again, we know mommy's career, she will still become a teacher. Because I feel as a teacher, I become a co-creator with God Almighty. God creates the physical being. I help to develop the intellectual being. And so God takes me very special. And at the same time, I'm very accountable. If I don't do it well, I may be destroying a purpose, the God's purpose for a child in the world. I wonder how many children we have destroyed their purposes. And that's why we need to take it very serious. I was given a topic this afternoon to take: fulfilling your calling as a teacher. And I told the convener, as I came in, I think I met the first speaker and I met the second speaker. I said I had to go and take permission from the convener because I don't do my trainings like this. I'll scatter you. Because this is the same way we were taught in our time, and that's why we are having problems. We are having challenges of not having collaboration. We are all seated facing you, face the teacher. Is that not so? In our classes, not 21st century classes, you see all teachers, all learners just facing the teacher, and that's the blackboard. And then the teacher talk, and do you understand what is the answer? Yes. The children are saying yes, not because they understand, but because they are tired. They just want you to get out. Because if you say no, it may keep you longer. So when I say I understand, you just leave me alone. Just leave me. And we've come to know that that cannot help us. And that's why the 21st century learning came in. And that 21st century learning has 4 C's. The 4 C's, the first one is what? I want to see whether we have 21st century teachers here. Yes? What's the first C? Okay, we have critical thinking, another C. Communication, another C. Creativity, and the last C, collaboration. And that's where the last C is what I'm looking at. We cannot collaborate when we are not facing ourselves. So I don't want a team, I want a circle, a round table sitting. In 2 minutes, you must not be more than 20 in a team. Can we do that now? Let's do that quickly. Just turn your chairs on a round table setting, though there are no tables. Round chairs setting. Please, let's not behave like our learners. Let's be more mature. It's not round. It's a U. It's a U. I want it to be round. Please, your tables must be round. More than one. I have more than one there. Not more than 20, please. Not less than 20. Yes, not less than 20. For this circle. For this circle. For this circle. For this circle. Is this a circle? This is looking like a triangle. Or no, an hexagon. Yes, not even a triangle, an hexagon. It's not looking like a circle. Is this one the circle? Or a Venn diagram? All right. Can we have this for your circle, please? Method, goodness, so to save my time, can you just give some sticky notes? Just like this to each circle. All right. Yes, before we continue, I want us to warm up. Now, they said, the last speaker said, children like play. Is that not so? Is that not so? But you know, adults also like play. If you make place to be too dull, I see some persons who were getting up or some were just sleeping. You don't have. It's not for each person. It's for activity that I will give. It's not for each person. The sticky notes, please. That sticky note is not to be given to each person. It's for an activity. Is that clear? Now, let's go. Now, we want to start with our warm-up activity now. Just sing a familiar song. It's very simple. Watermelon, watermelon, papaya, papaya, banana, 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 sweets. All right. These people here, do we have 3 circles, right? Yes, you go. Watermelon. And these people here, you say papaya, papaya. Then the ones in, not the extreme circles now. The first 2 circles here will say banana, 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 banana. Now let's go now. take it faster now. You're not fast. Good. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Now, like I said, I'm going to have an interactive section. Our topic we are looking at this afternoon, it's afternoon already, right? Is fulfilling your calling, your call as a teacher. Now, you are going to discuss, that's the first activity we are having now. In your circle, why did you become a teacher? After you've discussed among yourselves, I want a volunteer. I'll just pick volunteers. I think another thing I want you to do, please give your circle a name. Give your circle a name. So when I just point to this circle, you tell me the name of your circle. Why did you become a teacher? Please, media people, can I have the mic? You run, there'll be a standby mic. You have 1 more minute to discuss it. Why did you become a teacher? No, they should discuss. You will help me. I'll call the person. All right. I want a representative from that team. What's the name of your team there? A representative from that team. Tell me why you became a teacher. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Oh, okay. All right, maybe I will give you my ground rules. Hello. Hello, teachers. Please, when I give you an activity to discuss, once I say 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, you say 1, 2, eyes on you, and you stop talking. Is that clear? It's an attention grabber. You can use that in your classes too. All right. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Yes, that team, somebody, a volunteer from there, just tell us why you became a teacher. Tell us why you became a teacher. Why are you a teacher?
Good afternoon, everyone.
The name of your team?
Papaya 6. Papaya 6.
Okay, Papaya Sticks. I love that.
Yes, I'm Mrs. Ado Tagogo from BBC School, Akbar. So I'm a teacher because I love children so much. I love playing with children, and I want them to become someone in fiction. So that is the reason why I am a teacher.
Wow, that's good. Yes, I want somebody from this end. Why did you become a teacher? This team here, the circle here.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
I'm Evangelist Juliet Kosini from Triumph Ace Academy, Uruguay. The reason why I become a teacher is because I have the passion and I want to impact the life of the children positively.
All right. Wow. It be like now people when God called to be teacher and I feel here. There are some persons are not like me because I never wanted to become a teacher. Yes. Okay.
All right, I became a teacher because there was nothing for me to do.
You are like me.
It was the only thing I could do because I started teaching after secondary school. So the next best thing to do was to be a teacher.
All right. I think I'm hearing some. Not the one. I have passion. It's like we have passionate teachers here. Okay, this group, can I see why you became a teacher? I want to hear why you became a teacher.
Okay, the name of our group is Striving Group.
Okay.
Striving Group. Oh, actually, it's like you let
wanted to be a farmer. So, but somehow I found myself doing this, and I think I'm enjoying it.
All right, because of our time, like I said, your answers were wonderful, and many, and all of them are sincere. I'm giving you my own sincere answer. I never wanted to become a teacher, but I was good at it. I started teaching informally in Form 4. That's what you call SS2 now, right? That's what you call SS2 now. Yes. Is it SS1? SS1. That's what you call SS1 now. But then we don't have class 6. We had class 5. Okay, I started teaching informally in Form 4. My chemistry teacher of blessed memory, was so wonderful. She taught me chemistry in pidgin English. She taught me chemistry in pidgin English. She took 3 of us to her apartment. She was in the school compound, in the staff quarters, and she took 3 of us, all girls. I went to a single sex school, and then she brought the chemistry book. Many of the Gen Zs here don't know the book. Hondanes and Lambert. How many of us use Hondanes and Lambert? We have those people here. Hondanes and Lambert. And she started talking about Hondanes and Lambert from the first page using pidgin English. That was an attraction. I became very interested. And after she has taught the 3 of us, he said, I decided to pick the 3 of you to become team leaders. So do you know what she did? Should I tell you what she did? She divided her periods for the term into 3. Blessing, from week 1 to week 4, you are the one to enter my classes to go and teach. They go bush markets. Then it's not like these teachers of nowadays. Teachers, in short, I lived with my grandma, and my grandma, then there are 2 persons that my grandma does not give accommodation to. My grandfather's house, that she became the landlady. The number 1 person is the one working in Delta glass. That time it was called bended glass. And the number 2 person is the one, is who? Teacher, because sometimes there was even a time they owed them for 18 months. They owed them. I was in primary 6 then, and because of that, we didn't write primary 6 exam. When they called off the strike, after 18 months, they just promoted all of us automatic to class 1 without exam. And that's why I'm one of those today who don't have the first school living certificate. I don't have it. So she put that thing in us, and so I started developing that passion, even though what I actually wanted, if you ask me, I wanted to become a medical doctor. Not because I loved medicine, but I just loved to be called Dr. Blessing. That's just it. It's not I can't stand blood though, but you see that name, it's with me for body well. But deep inside me, I knew I was a teacher. There was a time I was in class one day teaching chemistry, and learners were sitting on the windows. The whole place filled up. My principal drove in. He saw learners, students, some are sitting by the window, some are by the door, standing and writing, and the whole place was dead silence. What are these people doing there? And then he met me. Then in my school, for every class, I attended Idia College, Benin. For every class, we have a podium like this. Every classroom has a podium like this, where you stand tall, louder than the learners. Just like a church. That's how we have it in every classroom. I just looked at me, tiny me. I was very tiny. Oh, don't forget this fat body. Oh, nah, not fat that time. I small way. And then she just called. Esejo, that was my maiden name. Said, see me in my office. One of the rule, the first commandment my chemistry teacher gave to the three of us is thou shalt not be caught. Principal must not catch you. And now see this principal saying, come and see me in my office. I thought I was into big trouble. Especially, how did you come with the lesson note? Come about the lesson note. Why are you teaching? Who is supposed to teach that class? But I was surprised when I got to the office. My principal just gave an applause. Wow! This is a born teacher. I said, I'm not a born teacher, Mao. He said, you are a born teacher. You teach very well. Said, what do you want to study? I said, medicine. Said, go and study education. Do you know what I am? I have always been an extrovert, not an introvert. I asked my principal, have you tried me with medicine to know whether I can be a better doctor than a teacher? You only saw me with teaching. He said, no, you must teach. And I ran away from that profession for 6 years. You know how I ran away? I was writing jam. Not the kind jam when they write now, when they get pursue me. No pursue me. To give you cut-off mark, I will be 2 marks before the cut-off mark. I'll come back again. Again is next year. I'll put in medicine. And I did that 6 times, which is what? 6 years. The 7th year, my geography teacher came and said, blessing, why don't you just try and put in education? I reluctantly, while I was doing that, one of my uncles advised me to read accounting. And so, I took those days you take polytechnic forms from the various schools. I took Lagos State Polytechnic form and I started studying accounting. I had a distinction in accounting, which I have never used to apply one day. I only show my children, see, while I was still waiting to become a medical, but if I see blood, I run. But the first time I took education, I was given an admission. Because I just felt that, you know, this is the way education is being abused. Even up to today. When it comes to medicine, the cutoff will be 280, am I correct? But when it comes to education, 130 you can come. 120 you can come. So I felt that education, the course education, is for those who are failures. If I'm going to a college of education or I'm reading in the faculty of education, they will think that my score was 120. They don't know my score is really high. How can I prove it? And I'm studying education. And that was it. And that was how I developed the calling to study education. Now, we want to go into our training proper. If you look at it, if you actually did a very good had a very good conversation with your teammates, you see people had different reasons why they are in education. And also, some persons love the education right from the beginning. Why some, why they are doing it, they now saw that that's the best thing to do. Why some of you that are here are still waiting, believing God for that best thing to come, so that you will do what? You will japa. All right. So, but while you are doing this, you don't come. Abi? Whether you like them or not, or whether no job, na cause and make I come there. But you don't come. As you don't come, while you are in it, you should have a motto, and that motto is being good at what you are doing. I have the motto that has, remember, Miss Mentor Goodness, I told you not to give me 40 minutes, so I warned you. 2 weeks ago. All right. While you are in it, get the best out of it. That takes me to the story of Benkasi. How many of us we know the story of Benkasi? I don't want to talk about the story now because we waste my time. But you see, the teacher wrote Benkasi off. Am I correct? Thank God. Benkasi's mom was not selling in a good market. Thank God. Benkasi's mom, though a single mother, was not some of our nonchalant mothers that cannot even open homework of the child. And I asked myself this question: how many Benkasis have become Deve? Benkasis in Delta State. How many Benkasis have become kidnappers? How many Benkasis have become Yahoo boys? Because we as teachers wrote them off, but there was not a Benkasi mother to stand at the gap. Especially at the age where we are living, at this generation. See, this generation is a pathetic generation. You know why? It is a generation where the government has failed them, true or false. Am I correct? Economy has failed them. Mothers and fathers now work round the clock. Am I correct? Many of you are way there. So if you finish close from school 3 o'clock, where do you go to? Home lesson. Am I Abby? I do am now. We go for home lesson. And technology has even worsened it. I don't know whether some of us are doing it here too. After home lesson, we have online lesson. All now to make belle. And yet the belle not still grief. Up till now. And so these children are left on their own. We now have children who now ask ChatGPT for virtually everything they want to do. Unfortunately, even our religious houses have failed these children because they've not told them the truth. And then these children are so broken. Some of the things these children are seeing now, hey, if to say when una small, una see una for worse, so when they call Gen Z, una not see rich like that, una know what una do. They are exposed. And so the ChatGPT is there to answer any question. What do I do if I feel lonely and nobody to talk to? ChatGPT will give you answer. How do I punish my parents to make them pay attention to me? ChatGPT will give answer. The problem with ChatGPT is that it's an AI that do not have feelings. Doesn't have human feelings. And because it does not have human feelings, the ChatGPT or any other AI can mislead them. And so if you do not own up to this calling, it's a call. As a teacher, there'll be big trouble. A very big trouble at the end of the day. Let's continue. I think the slide, I learned the projector is not working fine. The slides will be in the group, so you can have them, so you might do little or no writing. Now, teaching is more than a job. That's where many of us make the mistake. Some of us feel that teaching is all about working for 30 days and getting paid. And that's why when a child is not getting it, it's none of our fucking business. Everybody must not pass. And that's why some of us were bet examination malpractice. Because you just want, they want us, everybody must pass. I was in Lagos when I read that the BC result is out and only 1% failed. So in the old Delta State, now only 1% of JSS3 not know book. I don't know. It's funny. And the outside world is watching. They are watching us. Posted that on social media. The Ministry of Education was bold enough to bring that. If they randomly pick now, out of 10 children who wrote that JSS3 exam, so it's only one that cannot answer some questions. If they are randomly picked from the rural, from the urban parts of Delta State. That's because we are taking teaching as a job. But when you take teaching as a calling, that you are there not just to teach the academics, you are there to mold destinies. You go beyond your mathematics. You will feel it just as Jesus was touched by infirmities. You will be touched by these children's failure. You'll be touched. As a school owner, you will not just stay on those who pay my school fees. A child failed. Not the Kokuma pay school fees, not get textbook, not get anything. Why not go fail before? That's a destiny we are talking about. Remember, President Goodluck Jonathan said he went to school without. So his mother may not have been able to pay school fees. So he didn't go to school. I wasn't there anyway, but that was what he said. A teacher is supposed to teach with these 3 P's. Passion. Passion. You must have the passion of Christ. The passion that will make you go all out. Whether school provide instructional materials or not, you improvise. We can improvise. So these instructional materials, when I listen sometimes, you go all your way out to find out. You look for the learning style of a child. I was, when the last speaker was talking, and he said children have different learning styles. And I told my partner that we have more than 25 learning styles of children. And it's possible for you to have 24 children in your classroom having 25 learning styles. And so, if you are using one, you have only been able to teach how many children? Just one child. We have some children. If you make them sit like this, you talk for here till tomorrow, nothing happens. If they don't touch, they are not learning. Some, if they don't talk, they are not learning. And then you are shouting, "Be quiet! You talk too much!" You know, talking is not good business. And I'm not saying talking is good business now. Talking is good business, so. Are you a parrot? You talk too much. But that's how that child can learn. And that's why the global education had discovered that a 21st century classroom can never be a quiet classroom. It's not possible. If you are teaching as a teacher in your class and your class is dead silent, I'm sorry. You cannot learn. They're just waiting for you to get out. We have some learners who are called solitary learners. Solitary, quiet learners. They can only learn in a quiet environment. Whereas we have, my first son, the only way he can solve mathematics is when he is having music playing. The music is playing, he's solving that math. They get on well. If you say, "Hey, put off that music," you kill him. He won't learn. So, you will go all your way out. We have had holidays. I'm coming to that later. over 6 weeks holiday. You say, but we are going for summer class now. Summer class now, how long? Even if after summer class you do, what's it called? Your private lessons. I was training in a particular place and I told them, in a month, I get free certifications up to 10 every month. I still run courses. They are free. The largest university in the world now is what? The YouTube. You don't pay school fees for that. I'll soon talk about the courses you can do for that. And then you must have purpose. You must have a reason. If you don't have a reason, say why you can't teach, I don't even know. Then please leave that place. Leave that job. You're just wasting time. And then you must be patient. You must be patient. Children need somebody who is patient. You must be patient with them because children, like I told you, they have various characteristics. And then somebody asked whether flogging is right or not. Please know that in Nigeria today, flogging for any reason in this world is an offense. If you are doing it in your school, now because the 11 commandments, never thou shalt not be. If social media catches you, you go to jail for whatever reason. A teacher or a school owner has no right to flog a child. And I don't want us to correct them now. And now that one now, some go say, after I've done everything, the child doesn't want to learn. I think when the person was asking the question, I told the other facilitator, I said, beat him. And the people behind me were laughing. Please. The reason why flogging is actually not the best way to teach a child is because, you see, flogging appeals to the flesh. When you flog a child, it appeals to the flesh. I will explain. When you flog a child now, a little child, the child will cry. No matter how small the child, he will cry. Why is he crying? That place, he's feeling pain. Immediately the pain stops. What do you see the child do? It goes back to that same thing. Why don't you leave the flesh and go to the heart? Get something that will appeal to his heart. That one stays longer. Have a discussion with the child. Some of us don't even want to. We just feel, I'm going to discuss something. For what now? Have a discussion with the child. Know the reason why the child is not doing what you want. I had a course with the Buckingham University some time ago, and there was this course that said every child has a potential. No child is willing to fail. No way. No child is willing to fail. You need to see them. When you celebrate children who pass, check the countenance of those who fail. Do you see them dancing and rejoicing? They're not willing to fail. So please, you must have the passion, the purpose, and the patience to work. And how do you now go about it? The first thing is that you must know your why. Please, can you tell your neighbor, know your why? Why are you in that school? Why are you not teaching in Okokoko Grammar School? Okay, God may not take me. Okay, why are you not teaching in another private school that is there? Why? If you have this self-talk within you, if there is no why, please tender your resignation letter. You are wasting time. No matter how much you are paid, if you don't have a why you are leaving to work. When I was still teaching in Lagos, I left a school where I was earning then, I'm talking about in the 90s, where I was earning about 200,000, and I went to a school where I was earning 30,000 because my why was not, I didn't get that self-fulfillment with that 200,000. You say, why you not go get self-fulfillment with 200,000? I didn't get it. I had my hands tied. There's some things I just could not do. We had children who were like brats. And I just look at myself, no, somebody else should come and attend to these ones. Let me go to where I can affect the children. And by the way, that's why I came to Delta. I didn't come to Delta State because I got a job. I came to Delta State because, one, I'm a Delta. I only came here for on holiday. My parents are still in Lagos till tomorrow, as old as they are. I came to spend holiday, and there was this holiday I came to in Warri. Lagos had already had their holidays, but Delta was still in school. So I visited some few private schools and some public schools. And by the time I got back to Lagos, I just told my husband, I'm coming to Delta State. He said, I don't understand. They gave you a job. I said, no. I have been teaching for so many years in international schools where I see the Ibrahims, Olamide, Ogochukwu. I will see about 50 Olamides before I see one Rukere. If you say that's tribalistic, no, it doesn't matter. I was passionate about that. And then I told my husband, I said, with the sample I have made, I did my youth service in the north, in Buhari's village to be precise. I said, and I was teaching then, I said, with the sample I made with Delta School and the one I did, I think Delta State is academically backward. It's not a cause. I'm from Delta, so if I'm abusing, I dey inside the abuse too. Is that not so? We have to wake up. And it will need teachers who are passionate, teachers who have purpose, who are intentional. There should be that intentionality. There should be that intentionality in you. I want to see things happen in my class. I had a boss in Lagos then who later became the Commissioner of Education in Lagos State. Mrs. Adefisaya would tell you, once a child failed in your class, it is not that child that failed, but you that actually failed. Because you didn't get it right. That's why the child is failing. And we're getting it right when we became intentional. Please tell your neighbor, be intentional. Another thing is model values. That's where we have problem. I visited some schools in Delta State in the morning where you see them gathering children who came late. You came late, stay here. You came late, stay here. And a teacher is just strolling in. Excuse me, why would the teacher not stand there too? Why would that teacher not also stand with those latecomers? A proprietor just strolling in, madam, please stand with them. You should model values. Model values. If you come late, you should have a reason. You should be able to explain. When these children see that you are not just talking, you are not saying do as I say, but as I do, they will do it. Children are copycats. Children are copycats. They'll just look at you and begin to do exactly the way you want. You are modeling things you want them to do. This new session will soon start now. Some of us will write classroom rules. The one where you know they obey. You don't obey them. You are a teacher in the class and you say children should not leave the class without permission. Madam, do you take permission when you are leaving that class? See, if children see that that rule is also affecting you, it's faster for them to obey it. It's quicker. And for you to just be saying in the middle of a class, you are receiving a call. And inside that call, because it's your grandmother, and your grandmother never went to school, you are speaking pidgin, and you say there should be no pidgin inside the classroom. Please model values. Impact lives. Don't just see these children getting grades. Please, there are 3 H of education, and Nigeria is only particular about 1 H. China is particular about 2 H. But if we don't have the 3 H's complete, we are not going to have a total being. What are the 3 H's of education? The hands, that's the doing. That's where the Minister of Education is now pulling us, going to vocation. The children, there should be something they can do with their hands. I read computer science education, but I never saw a computer system before I left the university. I was taught Fortran and COBOL. Before I finished, I didn't even see it. They have gone far. Then, the other one is the head. That's the academics. And the last one is what? The heart. That's the character. If you don't have these 3 H's, you are celebrating graduation ceremony, party. If you see where school owners, they are taking it beyond another thing now. Where they celebrate the graduation ceremony, even some people's wedding. In not near. We saw on social media this last graduation ceremony. Each child was given a wardrobe. I started asking myself, what about the parents that don't have a car? And then somebody said, the child that will attend this kind of school where they give a full wardrobe, the parents should have cars. It's becoming something else. You see them, see the children. There's a school in Benin where the children come with exotic cars. The education is not affecting the heart. And because we are not affecting the heart, we will continue to get more yahoos, whether you like it or not. Until we teachers become very intentional. Charity is gradually leaving the home now. It has come to the school. Because, you know why I said it has left the home? I don't know whether it's only in my school. I have some learners that come to school by 6 a.m. Una get them? And they leave by 5:30. By the time they get home, they just eat and sleep. Where be the home of that child? So charity has left the home, it's now in the school. It's now in the school. Some parents, they just don't want those children. The children has become a burden. You don't know. It has become a burden. And then when I was teaching here in Warri, I was on duty then. And the child, as at 7:30 p.m., they've not come to pick that child. So I called my madam. She asked me to go to the office to check the address of that child. We called the phone, the numbers were not connecting. And then I traced the address of that child. Was living in Aka Avenue, somewhere along Aka Avenue. By the time I got to the flat, the music there, father and mother dancing themselves to stupor. They were taking drugs, they were taking drinks. Immediately I knocked and the wife opened. I just me, hey, don't forget say junior student school. Those are the kind of parents we are having. They are not interested. If it's possible for you to hold that child for 1 month, they will forget that child. Those are the parents we now have. So, we need to impart their lives. How many of your learners who have passed out of the school you are teaching, maybe in SS3, that you see them after 5 years, you will be proud to show somebody, this is my learner? Are they not the ones who left secondary school? Before the SSC result is out, they are pregnant? Are you proud to say, that I taught that child? And we are talking now. It's them that will not hear. My sister, you have not talked well. You are talking, but you are not. It's like when I'm coming to do this training, and I come here and I begin to say, ching chan chom chom ching chom chom. Am I not talking? But are you following that one? You don't understand. You are not talking in the language they understand. That's just simple. It's like bringing a pure Spanish man here, and I'm teaching, doing this training in English. You are all enjoying it, but that man will just be saying, what is happening here? Waiting till they talk. So, then, celebrate wins. That's something we don't do in Africa. Our parents don't do it. They go out now. I know saying at 9 o'clock you come. You know, quick come by 9 o'clock, you go smell your head. But when the child goes out and comes back by 4, do you celebrate him? Don't write anyhow for me. Don't write anyhow. I'm looking at your handwriting, no. The one that is writing well. The prodigal son's brother. You are not celebrating him in class. We are only emphasizing on the ones that are not. Hey, get away my eyes, see my eyes are on you. You get up, you see. Get away, come on. KG3 teacher had told me, I've been hearing your story, but just know that I am not Miss who do I call her? Miss Tina. I am Mrs. Blessing. Hear me and hear me well. This class you come, I am no nonsense. You do anyhow, you say anyhow. They say it here. What about those who are doing it right? See, do you know when you begin to celebrate children who are doing it right, the ones who are not doing it right, we begin to wonder, beautiful. See the way Emmanuel is just listening. I just love Emmanuel. Emmanuel, can you, oh my God, can you come to the front of the class and sit just the way you are sitting now? I want to share that is not sitting well. I want to see how is he sitting. And before you know, when Emmanuel sits that, you see Ewolushe adjusting himself on the seat. But when I keep on, Ewolushe is jumping up and I'm shouting, Ewolushe, my 40 minutes for teaching will go. So, please, let's impart their lives. These lives, these people here. One of my mentors, Dr. Mrs. Angela Ajala, will tell me, she will tell me, say, Blessing, when you are teaching children in your school, teach them as if they told you that all the children inside that school are future Olu of Warri. If you know that this child is going to be Olu of Warri tomorrow, how do you handle them? Them some of them not even they be Olu of Warri na 200 naira recharge card they don't buy now. Never reach Olu of Warri safe. Because you might just be teaching Olu of Warri. If it were to be possible many years ago, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was 5 years old, that if God had opened the eyes of the teacher to say, you see that this man, he will become the president of Nigeria many years to come. Do you think the teacher would not have done more than what he did? So, teach in that class. Attend to every child as if they are potential presidents, queens, kings, because you might just be teaching one you know. And when you do that, children do not easily forget good acts. Now, some of us will just say they just come and just they pour, what we will do. They are not even considering what we are facing. You know, they on our mind like that. We know we are all facing. So, I don't think, what I believe is that 70% of school owners were once teachers. Am I correct? We also worked with the good, the bad, and the ugly. One person said that they pay him on the 15th. You're on good. I work with one that he could just work out, go Canada, go do a mugo for 3 months. As he did there for 3 months, your salary they do. And when she comes back, there's no apology. He comes with a lot of queries. So when you see some of these school owners, they've also gone through that too. They will know your challenges. What are some of the things that will make a teacher not to fulfill his or her calling as a teacher? 1, limited resources. Am I correct? Limited resources. Even when we have a lot, AI is helping us to do them. AI not be data that they buy her. And not be just now the same one that take free Wi-Fi now. Now begin they make them, hey, it's not connecting. One of the excuses teachers love giving. If you just tell them, do this, say, I don't have. They talk and people bless now. These people they decide now they talk and pass. All right. Another thing teachers suffer is workload, especially in our country. Workload. Our workload is too much. We write lesson notes, especially primary school teacher. Some of us they do 18 subjects. Am I correct? Verbal reasoning, na subject. Handwriting, quantitative, drawing, French, all of them. And we're having this workload. And we must deliver. You must just deliver it. To the point that they are now making diction. Diction is subject. After diction, they call another one phonics. After phonics, they go to spelling. Dictation is a subject. At the end of the day, a 5-year-old child is offering 22 subjects. I bet when you do university, how many courses you offer? And now I'm talking to school owners now. We are resuming in September. We want to buy textbook. See this 4-year-old pikin. See the textbook where they hit for ground. The pikin go look for up to down. Mommy get up. And as they give the children, the teacher goes, not be me now take work do. Only homework page 1 to 9. Because the school owner said I must finish the book. God go bless you. So now don't give me page 1 to 9. And Friday, quantitative page 1 to 9. Verbal, handwriting, comprehension, grammar textbook. You now want kill them. You see the challenges. These are challenges teachers face. I'm talking at the angle of teachers now. These are the challenges, the workload. And by the time they bring them, to give the homework simple, the mathematical, to mark it. And you have to mark it so that tomorrow you will give another one. So that the book will finish. We are not after whether the child is learning, but we want to finish the test book. Another thing is low motivation. Some of us are not being motivated, even when we are doing it right. We are only giving queries, we are not giving rewards. And when I was working as a teacher, I noted that. Especially some school owners, they like eye service. There are some teachers, if madam is not around, they will just be talking and talking. And then when they just hear madam call, they call, hey, they start teaching. Then meanwhile, don't they teach since I don't tire. I just sit down. Who will they query? There's no motivation. And then we have another problem, challenge. I don't see this as a problem. Like I spoke with some teachers last week. I said, apart from, I'm being realistic now, globally, apart from tech, you know, tech is the blood money we have now. If you are into tech, you are really making money globally. Apart from tech, the next profession that gives money like blood is teaching. Ishokunabi. That's a story for another. That's another training. You will pay for that one. That one I will not allow mental goodness to give it free. That training. I have teachers who are like friends under me who are earning as much as 6 to 10 million every month in Nigeria. They don't say abroad though, in this country. It's funny, is that not so? It's looking strange, is that not so? You know why it's strange for you? You are pursuing Mama Rukere home lesson of 5,000 naira a month. You go sit down there, they talk. Rukere, they do like this. Hey, learn now. When some are online, earning in dollars. And by the time you convert that dollars to naira, we are going to that amount I'm talking about. There are various things. I have as much as about 15 openings for teachers to earn. Streams of income, that's what I want to say. Streams of income for teachers to earn under the teaching profession. You are not going to any other place. You see, the UK government is looking for who? The school. You know why? The teachers in their school, they've discovered that teaching in the house pays them more. Just with that. You hold your phone. Instead of using it for something, you're using it for TikTok video. You are using it to watch Sabinus. While Sabinus is collecting his millions. Do you know for every time you watch Sabinus and laugh, money is entering into his account. Money is entering into his account. Let me just give you an expo. Mentor Goodness gave a free Wi-Fi just now. Go on YouTube. Go and watch. Please don't forget to tap the notification button and the like and share button. You know why? As they tap am, now some money they tap enter our account. If it gets to a particular number of people watching that videos, why don't you do a teaching video? Put a video. Some of us have tripod stand. our tripod stand down, it don't ship for a Budu market, 5,000, 6,500. You get a tripod stand. You just teach. Teach anything. I was telling my teachers when I was training last week, I said, even if you can teach witchcraft, it's you earn money. Teach anything. There are people who need it. You know how to cook banga soup? Teach it. You know how to cook ogwo soup? Teach it. We have a lot of datans in diaspora that don't know how to cook those food. They don't say make I stop. Now I'll stop. I'll stop because another speaker has to come in. Okay? Teach it. That thing you know how to do. Do it. Today you may have 10 followers. Before you know, you have 100 followers. It will get to a particular point, YouTube or TikTok will begin to pay you. Teach it. I've seen a video where somebody is teaching physics in Yoruba language. He has a lot of followers. How many of you know this guy? Tope Adenuga, share you get. You know share you get? Share you get. It's not as if he knows that thing, how to do that. He's not the best. But he brought himself out. There was one training I attended recently. He said, attention is currency. Attention is money. Blow that your trumpet. Don't you see people who all these Indians or Lebanese for video, how to tricky way of doing multiplication of numbers. Check their followers. As the followers increases, it gets to a particular number, they begin to pay you. And you just do that one video and put it there. You put it there. So you see why I said teaching. Teachers have becoming millionaires. Look for what you know how to do best, how to teach best. If it's Yoruba language or Okpe language or Obie language, please do it. And that thing, don't do it in your room and say, I sabi cook ogwo. Now mama they cook for the whole Ororope or the whole Robo people where they want to do wedding. Cook. I had a friend also, before I round up, I had a friend who during her youth service, anytime she cook, she wants to eat, she will just snap the food. Now food when she wants shop, she will snap it. And then she now had Army Cook. I think that's the name, but that Army Peculiar Cook on Instagram. And people are ordering. Please, that soup you made that you snapped, can you make it for a family of 4? And bring it. People are too busy. They don't know how to cook. People want to cook. And you they cook food where they say they lick hand, lick leg. But now only you lick hand, you stay there. You not do anything. No, that thing will bring money for you. I pray God will open our eyes to see it in Jesus' name. Now, before I close, because they say make I close, I told Mentor Goodness when she gave me this topic, I said, she said 40 minutes. I said, I can't finish that in 40 minutes. How do you now develop yourself? I want to wrap up with this one. How do you develop yourself? I told you now, you can make money. That you'll be teaching in your school and you'll still be making money without really exerting more energy. I think when the speaker on technology comes up, he will talk more on that. You should go for online courses. Online courses. One problem when Nigerians get now to read book. True or false? They not like to read book at all. If you just say they want, my teachers in school, when I registered them for the British Council, say, hey, another book. Book not they finish. Online courses. We have online courses like the British Council. We have EDES. You have Coslara. We have Alice medicine. This one, some of them are free, and some of them, the cost is not much. Then you also have the Buckingham University. We have the British Council teacher training, where you have badges, and before you know, you become a British Council certified teacher. When you become a British Council certified teacher, you can teach anywhere in the world. And then you can also have WhatsApp and Facebook programs like the Exceptional Teachers Academy. You can have trainings there as a teacher. But one thing stands: you must be intentional in what you are doing. You must be what? Intentional. You must be intentional. By the time you do it, somebody came to see me in my office and he said, I want to leave the teaching profession. I just laughed. I said, by the time I sit you down for 20 minutes, you will never want to leave the teaching profession again. And then the woman said, I want you to try. By the time I finished talking for 10 minutes, she just said, thank you, ma, I'm not leaving again. So, as we close, what's the call of action? Our call of action, this is our last activity this afternoon. I want us to rise up as we say the call of action affirmation this afternoon. I couldn't do other activities because of my time. So even rise up said, they not even fit get up. If not their children now, they go do. All right. Our call of action: I'll keep learning, I'll keep shining, and I'll keep inspiring. I am called, I am equipped, I am growing, I am a teacher of impact. Go and impart your word. I remain Mrs. Blessing Honorable. Thank you for your time.
Put your hands together for her. As you go back to your seats, if you know how to pray in the Holy Ghost, you can begin to pray. We are teachers and we are Christians. To pray, say, God, I thank you for this opportunity to gather.